Hi, this is Joyce Lundrigan with Methodist Hill Quilt Studio. Today I'd like to show you how I put together my modular design, MD, base and toppers to make point-to-point triangles. I'm doing this in SAM CS 6.0. My grid is set at 6 inches. First thing I'm going to do is draw a boundary for a triangle. So I'm going to select boundary with grid snap on and create the boundary. Next, I'm going to select a triangle base, in this case MD curl. I'm going to click on point to point, grid snap is still on, and I'm going to place the pattern inside the boundary. Exit point to point. I'm going to select a topper, in this case the MD Swirl Topper 2. Click on Repeat Patterns and say OK. Close Repeat Pattern Setup, and I'm going to move the pattern down into the triangle, centering it. Next, I need to combine the base with the top so that it will be a continuous pattern. So with the base selected, I'm going to right-click and select Nodes or press F7 on the keyboard. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to put the crosshairs and hover over this top pink node. On my keyboard, I'm going to press D. With End Snap on, I'm going to select that pink node, and I'm going to end snap it to the right-hand top. I'm going to select the right side of the base, take that node, and click it and snap it to the left side of the topper. Now it's combined, but it's not going to be a continuous pattern because the start is on the left, but the end is not on the right. So to fix that, we'll select this pattern base on the left, click on Order Join, and now the start is on the left, end is on the right, and a pattern is selected, so I'm going to go right to Export Pattern to CSQ. I'm going to save this as MD Curl Swirl and save the pattern. And now we have a point-to-point pattern that we can use again in the future. So let's do that one more time so it's clear. Let me delete these and we'll start from the beginning again. So we'll begin again by drawing the boundary. Click on Create Boundary, grid snap on. Exit boundary. Then we're going to select the pattern, in this case MD Fern Swirl. Click on Point to Point, grid snap still on, and place the base pattern inside the boundary. Exit point to point, select our topper. This time we'll use MD Multi-Pearl Swirl. Click on Repeat Patterns. Click OK. Close Repeat Pattern and move the topper down inside the triangle, making sure it's centered. Select the base. Right-click. Select Nodes or click F7. Zoom in. Hover over that top center pink node. Hit D on your keyboard. With End Snap on, select that pink node and snap it to the right side of the top. Select the right side of the base, select that node, and end snap it to the left side of the top. Now you'll notice that they crossed over just a little bit. So we're going to turn End Snap off and use the wonderful node mode. We'll select that little blue node and move that down so they don't cross over. Select the other side. Take that blue node and also move that down to match. And now we're going to combine. They're combined, but we're going to make them point to point. So we select that left-hand side, click on Order Join, and now the start is on the left, the end is on the right. They're on the same plane, so it's a point-to-point pattern. It's pattern all selected. Click on Export Pattern. We'll call it MD Fern Swirl, and save. We've created 2 point-to-point patterns quite easily. Let's see how they'd look in a block. I'll select the first point-to-point pattern we saved. Click on point-to-point, grid snap on, and let's create a block. How pretty is that? Now we'll select that second point-to-point triangle, and let's see how that looks. Click on point-to-point. And we have a second block. They're really easy to do and so much fun. There are 15 bases that have been designed so far, and I have 45 different toppers. There are more in the works. With the combination of 15 bases and 45 tops, it's a possibility of mixing and matching them to create up to 675 different triangle patterns. I hope this video has helped you understand how the MD modular designs work, and I hope you'll give them a try.